Hello everyone and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations, where things are heating up. We have Dahlia in Maya's body. We have Mia in Pearl's body. I am so psyched to see this showdown. Maya Faye. It's been a long time, Dahlia Hawthorne.
So it's true. It was you.
Yes.
Ah, you're something else.
But what are you doing here?
The hair. It's Pearl's, right?
Tell me something, Dahlia. I want you to think back to that night one more time. You had just cornered Maya in the inner temple's garden, and then, in the final moments of the fight, you lost consciousness. I was stabbed by Maya Faye. Actually, Maya lost consciousness at the same time as you.
She did. Not terribly surprising since she was about to be killed.
When she woke up, she was in the training hall. That's when Maya decided she needed help. So she channeled me. She explained in a memo the situation she was in. She asked me what I thought she should do. She did that? I can't believe it. Of course, I didn't have all the details, but one thing was perfectly clear.
And that was?
I knew that you couldn't be allowed to wander free.
Free? What do you mean? If Pearls had channeled her.
It was a race against time, so I wrote down 2 things that Maya had to do. Channel Dahlia Hawthorne as soon as possible, and lock herself in the sacred cavern until help arrived.
So it was Maya who put that lock there. Yes, but why did you order her to do those 2 things?
If she hadn't done it, Dahlia Hawthorne would have been channeled by someone else. By one Pearl Faye.
Pearls?
Yes, Pearls didn't properly understand the plan, so all she was trying to do was follow her mother, Morgan Faye's, instructions. If she succeeded in channeling Dahlia Hawthorne's spirit, things would have turned out very badly, to put it mildly.
Kadosh freaking out. So that's how it was. Dahlia Hawthorne would have used the body of Pearl Faye to kill Maya at all costs. Yes, it certainly sounds like that was the intent all along.
I would love to see actual real legal proceedings that had to jot all this down and explain the ruling, and oh, that would be fun to try to write out. So this person was in this person's body, but they actually thought they were in this person's body, but they were actually in a different body, and oh, love to see legal scholars try to interpret that one. How dare you? I won't forget this.
Why not just admit it, Dahlia Hawthorne? Your little plan was nothing but a big failure.
Guys. Small problem. Yes, another failure to add to the pile of shame, wouldn't you say? What do you mean by another?
Think about it, Dahlia. Remember all your past crimes? Not a single one of them was a success. They all ended in failure.
What? How dare you?
11 years ago, a fake kidnapping, your very first crime. I mean, she got away with $2 million, so I don't know. You got your hands on a $2 million diamond, but after Terry Falls escaped and went to meet with Valerie Hawthorne, the truth was exposed.
Shut your mouth. That wasn't my fault. It was because of that stupid oaf of a prisoner and that weakling of a policewoman.
And then 1 year later, you tried to kill me.
Well, I'm still alive, but... you wound up killing someone else. As a result, you were sentenced to death. So... maybe we should get Dahlia out of Maya's body before we start gloating? I would really like that. It's one stupid move after another for you, but it's no longer funny. You, wipe that smug, happy-go-lucky smile off your face. And now this. You've messed up again. You let Maya Fey escape. Nope. Even though she was right there in front of you. Mia Fey. Mia Fey, Mia Fey, Mia Fey! You spinster. I was supposed to kill Maya Fey like I swore I would. And if only you had gotten the spiky-haired jerk the guilty verdict, I wouldn't have been hanged to death. True. I think you finally understand, Dahlia Hawthorne. You'll never defeat me. What? What did you say? Whether you're alive, dead, or somewhere in between, you will never defeat me. As long as I'm around, you're destined to lose for all of eternity. I remember what you said earlier in the trial. You said there was no way we could punish you, because you were already dead. What about it? Then you said, even when the body dies, the spirit, the ego, it lives on. Forever. That's very true, Dahlia. And it's exactly the punishment you'll never be able to escape from. For all of eternity, you'll have to remain as Dahlia Hawthorne, a miserable, pathetic, weak creature who can never win at anything. And for you, there is no escape from that, no hope for freedom. Since the day you were executed, the narrow bridge that once stretched out in front of you has burnt to a crisp. You're wrong. It can't be. How could I lose to the likes of you? No longer matters. I don't care whether you win or lose anymore. The only thing I want is for you to come out of Maya's body right now. What's happening? What is happening? Oh, I like this. I'm not ready to go. Oh! I was not expecting that. Maya! Oof. Nick, sis. Oh, yeah. I mean, that was bound to happen. Did we win? Now then, as I assume you are the real Iris. Yes, I was just rescued from the sacred cavern. I must say you and your twin sister are indeed identical from what I can see. In any case, it appears that everything has finally been cleared up. Mr. Godot, what happened to Dahlia Hawthorne? If you ask me, Your Honor, it looks like she went back to the hell she came from. It seems that Misty Fey wasn't the only victim of this crime. Maya Fey, as well as the young Pearl Fey, were also victims of this wicked and selfish plan. Yes, Your Honor. The tragedy of Medium Valley has finally come to an end, it seems. It would be best for everyone if no further attempt was made to channel that spirit again. Yeah. Your Honor? Wait, Phoenix, shut up. Hey, yes, what is it? About this whole spirit medium thing. It's almost weird how comfortable you seem to be with the concept now.
Well, to be frank, my younger brother is quite judgmental. He often criticizes me for not studying hard enough. That's why I made a considered effort to study up on the Korean channeling technique.
Hey, isn't that the New Year's issue of Occult?
I've seen quite a few things in my many years on the bench, and in all that time I finally learned this one thing. Each case is different and takes place in its own world, if you will.
We're getting very meta now. Did we win?
In order to fully understand the world, first we have to immerse ourselves in it completely. And that's where my brother and I used to differ.
I never thought of it that way.
At any rate, it's time to pass judgment in the case of Iris of Hazakura Temple.
Objection!
Wait, what? I won! I won.
You're a little too fast with that gavel, Your Honor. Ooh, what do you mean by that, Mr. Godot?
This trial, it isn't over yet. That's what he means. What?
Try. Remember what Miss Evil Spirit said in her testimony?
Huh? Dahlia's testimony? Caught up with her in front of the stone lantern. Then I took out the dagger I got from the storeroom and... It's strange, but I don't have a clear memory of what happened after that. I think I was stabbed. Just as Dahlia was about to attack Maya, she was stabbed and killed by someone.
Yes, that's right. The person that was ultimately killed was the spirit medium that channeled Dahlia. Elise Onim. No, Misty Faye. But who killed her? We still don't know who did it.
This isn't over? I thought that was going to be our epilogue. We got our nice happy ending.
Unless someone else is found guilty, the accused is still on trial. We can't let her walk until there's evidence that proves her innocence. Oh, way. But this court isn't prepared for any further testimony.
Day 3? Day 3. I'm ready.
The prosecution is ready to call our final witness. Final witness? This one will clear up the whole mystery. The mystery of who killed Misty Faye. Indeed.
Is it really all right, Mr. Prosecutor?
Of course it's all right, Madam Attorney. Very well then. Who is this final witness? Isn't it obvious? There's one person who saw the whole event and will put the final dagger in this case. Someone who saw the murder take place. The very person who saw her mother killed in front of her own eyes.
You mean Maya? Dude, she just like fainted. Can you maybe chill? She can't testify after what she's just been through.
We need to find the truth. The prosecution calls Maya Faye to the witness stand.
Are they gonna like prop her up with strings? Oh no, there she is.
Very well, but first we'll take a brief recess.
Alright, at least I get that.
We'll have to wait for Miss Faye to recover before summoning her. Once we receive the doctor's permission, we'll proceed with the trial. Hey, Wright, I got something to say to you, so listen up.
What is it?
I don't think much of you as a lawyer.
Thank you?
It's always the same with you. You somehow manage to just squeak by without even a faint of understanding of the case.
Okay, sometimes that's true, but mostly it's because we see things that you don't.
Some beautiful woman always seems to come dashing in at the last minute to save you.
Again, I don't dispute that. That's true.
You've got some nerve. But that's not gonna happen this time.
I mean, it sort of just did.
This time, you're gonna have to do this by yourself.
What?
That's enough. This court is now in recess.
256, come on. Come on. I wanted one more day of investigation.
I'm truly sorry about everything. You were working so hard to defend me. But I was missing all day and we didn't even have a chance to talk.
She's right. When I met Iris at the training hall yesterday, they had already switched places, and Iris was inside the sacred cavern.
I wanted to at least be in the defendant's box today and to root you on.
Well, it wasn't your fault. You were locked up this whole time. There's something more important than that, though. I have to ask you, why did you help your sister out as much as you did?
Huh?
If you had tried to get help at the sacred cavern yesterday, you wouldn't have spent an entire day locked up in there.
My sister. I felt sorry for her. She was abandoned by our mother and never got any love from our father either.
Yes, but it was the same for you too, wasn't it?
Yes, but at least I had Sister Bikini, who was like a mother to me. If only Dahlia had come with me to Hazakura Temple. I always loved her. Dahlia was always so smart, so strong. She never complained about a thing. That's why I promised her that I would help her.
Are you talking about the fake kidnapping case 11 years ago?
Yes, I wanted to be useful to her in some way. But as usual, I was too cowardly. At the last minute, I ran away. Because of that, Dahlia's stepsister Valerie ended up.
That was the case that wounded Mia so badly.
But things didn't end there, of course. Some people suspected that my sister was involved in the murder.
Some people? You must mean Mia.
Yes, 2 defense attorneys.
Godot.
Mia Fey and Diego Armando. After poisoning Mr.
She poisoned him? I was trying to figure out how this was supposed to work, like how he fit into this.
After poisoning Mr. Armando, who was getting too close to learning the truth, Dahlia even tried to kill the person who had unknowingly hid the poison for her. You.
That's right. Iris, there's one more thing that I have to ask you.
Yes, what is it?
On the night of the murder, the person that cleaned up the corpse of the victim, Elise Donim, was it really you?
Yes, it was me. That night, after I rang the lights out bell, I went back to my room. At around 10:30, I received a call on my cell phone. There's a problem. Come to the inner temple right away. I got on the snowmobile and headed for the inner temple, but...
Okay, so that's how she ended up there. The path to the inner temple was cut off, right?
Exactly. You can't just leave the body here, so you've got to do this exactly as I say, got it?
You're right, because there would have had to have been someone there to pick up the body.
It was me. I was the one that received her body. The murder weapon had been left in her body so she wouldn't bleed too much. The staff that Mystic Elise always held.
Okay. I knew it. So the actual murder weapon was the staff.
Yes, that's right. I brought the body back to Hazakura Temple on the night on the snowmobile. But why
Why did you alter the body? I didn't want anyone to know that the staff was the murder weapon. I didn't want to leave anything that would lead back to Misty Faye. So I dressed her in a robe and stabbed her with the Shishido. I wiped the blood off the staff's blade and I left it next to her on the ground. Iris, just tell me one last thing. Tell me the name of the person that called your cell phone, the real killer. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I can't do it. I can't say who did it. I see. Aw, man, they're going like Persona 4 on us. Victim's staff updated in the court record has a sword inside the actual weapon used to murder the victim. Defendant. Yes? The judge is calling you. He wants to see you in his chambers. He has some questions about Dahlia Hawthorne. Alright. Well then, I'll see you later. There's something I want to tell you. Oh, okay. Something she wants to tell me? So it's true. Iris cooperated with the real killer. Maybe even from the very beginning. Phoenix? Mia? How is Maya doing? Physically, I'm not worried. She'll recover completely. But emotionally, she's been hurt very badly by this case. I see. You don't mean... She's learned who Elisa Nim really was? Yes, I went to the medical office and talked with her. I told her everything I knew. But why? Maya's stronger than you think. I knew she could take it, all of it. What do you mean by that? I want you to figure out the answer by yourself. Trial's about to restart. The real killer, do you know who it is yet? Iris wouldn't tell me who called her, but still, I think that, just maybe, I know who it was. That night, the victim was killed in the garden of the Inner Temple, and the criminal wasn't just there by accident, which means that the killer knew of Dahlia's plan from the very beginning. And one more thing. The victim was moved to the Hazakura Temple side by pendulum. In other words, the criminal couldn't cross the bridge. It means they were stuck on the Inner Temple side for almost an entire day. Exactly, so the culprit was someone that wasn't in Hazakura Temple the following day. That's as much help as I can give you. The rest of the battle is yours to win, or lose. Okay, I've got it. Thank you, Mia. Finally, it's almost time to bring this case to an end. What exactly did Maya see anyway? And who was it that actually killed Misty Faye? Whoever it was, I have to prove it. Me, all by myself. Oh, now we're getting a break. Okay. Alright, I think we're going to call it here. I'm assuming we're moving in towards the end. I don't know. The next episode might be a long one. We'll see. Oh, I cannot wait to see how this ends. I'm very sad that it feels like we're at the end of the game. But I'm excited to see how this plays out, and I hope you are all looking forward to it as well. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.